Thank you for staying with us. But now joining us to continue this discussion, we're joined by a legal practitioner by the name of Wale Oshunde. Wale, it's a pleasure to have you on the program again.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
It's
for
my
coming.
pleasure. Thank you.
So let's look at, I mean, in recent weeks we've heard so much about um, uh, the freedom on social media. I mean, how people go on social media, post issues, even though they haven't confirmed or they have confirmed via a third party. What should we be doing to stop such things?
Well, for me, and then for several years now, I've actually been an advocate of the implementation of a particular law, to actually checkmate people's excesses on social media platforms. That's the truth. And then come to look at this very instant matter, if somebody would just wake up one morning, of course, relying on a particular advice or information from one of his domestic people, servants, and then you just post something online, especially as it affects that volatile area. We all know what is going on in southern Kaduna, of course, in some very restive parts of the northern Nigeria. And then it brings to, question the fact that we do not have any law curtailing people from, just waking up in the morning and then you just post stuff. So what I think we should do going forward is that our National Assembly needs to actually pass a law, that will be assented to by the executive, checkmating people's excesses on social media platforms. And then people must, take responsibility for their action. In this instant case, I think the only relief that I have from this very episode is the fact that the young man, has apologized and then, coming to terms with the fact that he posted something that was actually false in the first place.
Right, but then there was this outcry when the National Assembly tried to pass a bill, a social media bill, not too long ago, I think last year, 2 years ago. I mean, do you think that should be revived?
Well, yes. The only thing is that the way the National Assembly wanted to go about that at that point in time was probably wrong. You see, you engage people when you want to do something of such nature, and then you do not make it look as if, or you do not even attempt to actually seize their rights from them. You see, this has to be systematic. You engage the people, let them know what exactly the content of such a bill is, and then, going forward, the content of such a law, would be at the end of the day. The dangers involved in non-passing or non-passage of such a bill into law, and then, the benefits that people would actually enjoy as a result of such a bill, and of course ultimately such a law. So that is what I think we should do. That gap was very wide, the other time when the National Assembly was just trying to come up with such a thing, and then you notice that it was as if you don't have the rights to go on Twitter again, or you don't have rights to, or you must register with somebody before you go on Facebook.
Yeah, but what was wrong with that bill? Because if that bill had gone through, perhaps we wouldn't have had the problems we're having now. Because just yesterday, a young lady also posted on Twitter saying that a number of youth corps members have been killed in Borno State. Meanwhile, the NYSC tweeted that the corps members posted to Borno should go to Jigawa State. So, don't you think if that bill had gone through, don't you think we wouldn't be having all this back and forth of people passing information that isn't right or proper?
Yes, exactly what I was trying to explain the other time. The other bill, or should I say that bill that they attempted to pass at that point in time, was not concocted with the will of the people. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You see, don't just bring about a bill and then you want to just throw it at the people and then you say, oh yes, they should embrace it and they should be happy. No, it doesn't work like that. What I'm saying is, right from the process of drafting that bill, you should engage the people. There are civil societies, there are, a lot of platforms through which you can bring a lot of people, into the process. And then you feel the pulse of Nigerians, you even extract their own contributions and what have you and all that before you now put it together. Because the other bill, that time was actually looking like something that would seize the rights of people to even go on Facebook, to even go on Twitter. It was as if you now have to go and register with one agency of government or something, or before you can open an ordinary Facebook account. And that would not work in any democracy. That's the honest truth. As much as we have that right to freedom of association, freedom of press, freedom of this, freedom of that, to do whatever I want to do, we should actually checkmate excesses. That is exactly what this intending bill or whatever we want to do now should address. Excesses, so that If you want to just wake up tomorrow morning and you say, oh, I want to do this, you are ready for consequences along that line. That's exactly what I think we should start to think about at this point in time. So whatever our National Assembly leaders wants to do right now, particularly as it affects this situation, should actually be tailored and fashioned in the line of engagement of the people, everybody. And then we have to address that issue of excesses. You see, because you can't take away the fact that people have rights to do whatever they want to do, so long as they also have that feeling that they would be ultimately responsible for whatever actions that they're engaged in.
Well, we have to wait and see how that plays out.
Absolutely.
Wale Oshunde, legal practitioner, thanks for coming to the program
Thank
and
you so
sharing your
much.
thoughts.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, we'll take a quick break, and when we return, of course, we would be going through the videos that you watched the most on our YouTube channel in the past week. Stay with us.
Are you in touch with the president?
Daily. I'm not saying I speak with him direct, but I'm in touch with London daily. People around him will speak daily.
In fifth position in this week's most viewed videos, it is presidential spokesman Femi Adesina revealing his communication level with President Muhammadu Buhari, who is on vacation in London.
Are you under pressure to resign, Mr. Acting President?
I'm absolutely under no pressure to resign in any event.
Up next is the acting president, Yemi Osinbajo, speaking about his rumored resignation plan. In third spot, the video of 41 Nigerians arriving home after their deportation from the United Kingdom. Second place is taken by the seizure of 661 pump-action rifles by officials of the Nigerian Customs Service at the Lagos ports.
Sorry, sir.
Some cases of misconduct on the part of electoral officers.
And in first place, it is the recovery of 111 million naira from 23 INEC officials in Rivers State that participated in the rerun elections.
Consequently, the sum total of 111,300,000 was recovered by the panel from electoral officers, 23 of them, out of which of 360 million was given by Rivers State government to them.
Well, there you go. Those were the most viewed videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. And that's where we wrap it up on the program today. Thanks for being part of it. But do remember, the conversation continues via the social media addresses showing on your screen. I'm Victor Matthias. Bye for now.